What does music mean to you on a personal level? That's kind of an easy question to answer considering it means everything. It's comparable to what it means to breathe air. Without it, there's no life, there's no happiness, there's nothing. Just love, passion, and interest, and it means so many things, but the best and easiest way to compare it to what it's like is imagine what life would be like without air, and that's how I feel about playing any kind of music, any instrument, just being a part of it, creating it.
How we met, it's kind of crazy. In 2018, Nick Marino, he's a keyboardist and owner of his own band, came to my house for a party, heard me play, and said that he has a killer band. I knew of the band kind of a little bit before. He said, my band is doing so well, let's do some collaboration. And I invited them to be guests at my Black Swan of Piano big concert that's supposed to happen in March of 2019. And in the first rehearsal, I think I met Denver, and Nick was already praising about a killer guitarist. And the moment I heard him play, I thought that he's really a complete musician. And we really back then just started hanging out as being a guest on my concert. I didn't know much of him. But then I think in May, the same year after the concert, it was pretty cool success, and we had a lot of people and fun, and movie made about that whole experience. I think I came to his birthday, he invited me, and I think after the birthday you told me that Phantom of the Opera, I heard you play, it would be cool that we do something, but maybe you can take your view on this.
Yeah, I remember that rehearsal. I remember Marta walking in through the door, and I was like kind of starstruck from even before swapping words with her. She just had such intensity and power, and then she started playing, and then obviously the rest is history. We did a really, really cool Chopin song that we ended up doing at her concert, and kind of slowly but surely we were just featured on each other's things a little bit. And I think it was actually after we played in Las Vegas we decided to stop being features and kind of really get together and actually make something that was just the two of us. And that's what we've been doing ever since, and we've been working our asses off for a couple of years now, and we have a lot of music that shows that. But that first rehearsal I'll never forget, when she sat down at the piano and started playing. I had never seen anything like it. I still have never seen anything like it. So it was fate, to say the least, I would say, on many levels.
Honestly, I don't remember my life before piano. At age of 3, I have received a toy piano from my grandpa from Austria, and since that moment I played on that little toy for 6 months straight. Didn't speak, didn't draw, didn't do anything according to my parents. It became a big passion, and the moment I heard Elisa Virsaladze, a pianist that came in Serbia, and my mom took me to her concert, I was mesmerized by the dress, by the walk, by the ability to own the stage, by focus, moment to capture audience. And I came back home and told my parents that I will be a classical concert pianist. And no matter that I have immense support from my family, my dad said, yes, you and 100 other thousand girls in Europe wants the same story. You know how the journey is hard. So recently, Dad and I laughed about it because I did do what I planned in my very, very early age. And the passion was always there, still is, every single day. I think I'm the happiest when I play. Piano was my life since I remember for myself. My mom says that I was a classical pianist before I was anything else. So, and if I am not that, I don't think I would be anything successful or anybody. I don't think I would find my calling and who I am. I do believe we're a brand. I don't think we're only a name. As a duet, we not only play together, win awards, travel, get to know each other, live. We do kind of create a whole brand story behind it. Then we came with a name, so maybe you can elaborate about the Carpe Noctem name.
Well, the name is actually kind of a funny story. It was actually a lyric from a band that I had played in years ago, kind of like a shock rock band. But it was one of the lyrics, and just the way that it was sang and performed really always stood out to me. And when we were trying to think of a name, I guess maybe I put on that album that I had made with this other band, and it stood out. It stood out to me once again, and I was like, man, that's Carpe Noctem. That's Seize the Night. And then we kind of looked it up, and there were others, but none of which were a duet or anything even close to us. So I was like, what about Carpe Noctem? It's Latin, it's classy, it's party, it's everything that kind of comes in with seizing the night.
I have people who were elevated by Carpe Noctem more than with any of my solo work so far. So they always said that we bring the best in them and out of them. So that's the best feedback you can get. We already have some hardcore fans who follow us to different states. You know, like we played in Nashville and we had people from Florida coming, which is so rare and so weird, especially after pandemic.
So we're kind of all over the board as far as genre goes, but primarily I would say to the core, it's basically just a classical music meeting the power of electricity with distorted guitars and all kinds of different things in that effect.
Yes, as the idea of Seize the Night, it's also very classical music, night music. Chopin always called his music night music. So it's also Gothic in a way. We always try to portray that idea of looks combined with our genres that are colliding and combining at the same time.
Our genre is kind of difficult to describe because we've done a lot of different things. I would say basically classical music meets electricity.
I like that a lot.
Would be kind of the best way to describe it, because a lot of our compositions that we have done have just been our versions of famous classical pieces.
We definitely want to have one large bombastic show with lights, smoke, dancers, equipment, everything that a rock band, a classical pianist has to have, mixed with fashion, life, art, and multiple musicians, real band, real drummer and bassist with us. We would like to have a choir as well. Other parts of music, like maybe violinists and drummers on the side and more guitarists. So we would love one large bombastic show, no matter where in a country. I think would be really smart to do that and film it properly, and then show the world what Carpe Noctem really wants.
Just to do like a full-blown concert, which I truly believe that we deserve, and I know we know how to do it. It's a matter of finding the right people to kind of assist and putting it all together, finding the right place, and packing the house and just giving the most amazing classical meets electricity kind of performance, which I know that we can.